Hurricanes playing from behind once again. Hey, how are you folks? Jason Horowitz. Glad to be with you on the sports update presented by Toyota. In each of the two series in this postseason, Carolina had lost game one on the road, but went on to win the most important game away from home, number 7. So in the Eastern Conference Finals, why start any differently? And they didn't. A 3-2 loss in Pittsburgh. But the Pens tallies not all by your usual suspects. Instead, Miro Shatan, Philippe Boucher, each with their first of the postseason. The latter turned out to be the game winner. Evgeny Malkin had the other and joined Sidney Crosby as the only two players in this year's postseason with 20-plus points. Game 2 Thursday in Pittsburgh, and while the Canes have lost all 3 Game 1s, they have yet to lose a Game 2. As for the Red Wings and Blackhawks, that Game 2 tonight in Detroit. Lakers lost their last Game 1, that of course against the Rockets, but they survived Houston in 7 games, and tonight have the Western Conference Finals Game 1 in L.A. They play for the second time in 48 hours, while Denver hasn't played since Wednesday. Be sure to get a full preview of Game 1 and the series right here on CBSSports.com. And while that takes center stage tonight, it's Game 4 on Monday that has the NBA's attention. Scheduled in Denver the same night that the Pepsi Center is scheduled to host the WWE's Monday Night Raw. Pepsi Center officials told the ABC affiliate in Denver that the Nuggets game will be played as scheduled, and they are working with the WWE to reschedule or move the event. Though WWE Chairman Vince McMahon did say without a quick resolution, quote, "We're going to show up," close quote. Well, whose logo will show up tonight at the top of the draft board? The NBA lottery in New Jersey to determine the order of this year's draft. 14 teams, all technically with a shot at that top pick. And while Sacramento has the best one at 25%, followed by Washington and the Clippers, don't forget last year it was the Bulls winning the lottery after having just a 1.7% chance of obtaining that number 1 pick, meaning the team was supposed to pick 9th. This year it's the Raptors sitting in the 9 hole. All right, next year at this time we may be talking about the amount of Kentucky players who could be lottery picks. Here comes another. Gary Parrish reporting that top recruit John Wall has committed to John Calipari and Kentucky, the consensus top point guard in the class, saying the way Coach Cal handled guards the last 2 years at Memphis and their relationship helped push Kentucky over Duke, Florida, Miami, and Baylor. Some baseball notes for Monday. A's third baseman Eric Chavez' career is in doubt as a herniated disc, in the San Francisco Chronicle reporting that the next time Chavez throws his back out, it'll be the last. According to the report, doctors saying the disc could go at any time. Brewers got bad news Monday, finding out second baseman and leadoff hitter Ricky Weeks will need wrist surgery and miss the rest of the season. And the Mets also taking a hit in the lineup and on the field with 5 errors, but this one in the lineup. Carlos Delgado will undergo surgery on his ailing hip with no timetable for his return. All right, time for Lewitz Hits. More surgery news, though now the thought is no surgery. Contrary to Monday's early report, sources now saying Brett Favre does not have an appointment with Dr. James Andrews and is not considering surgery on his partially torn biceps tendon. Former Raiders and Bucs coach John Gruden set to be back in stadiums this coming season, but up in the broadcast booth, he'll replace Tony Kornheiser on Monday Night Football. And who will ride Mind That Bird in the Belmont? That's the question. Could be Calvin Burrell back atop the Derby winner if Preakness winner Rachel Alexandra does not run. Remember, Burrell rode each of the 2 horses to victory in the respective first 2 legs of the Triple Crown. So that'll do it for the sports update presented by Toyota for Tuesday, May 19th. Enjoy the night in sports. I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care, folks.